All right, we're learning new details today about 3 people who tested positive for coronavirus in the Olympic Village this weekend. South Africa confirms they were members of their national soccer team, 2 athletes and 1 analyst, all of whom arrived in Tokyo just last week. With opening ceremonies in just 5 days, the city is now reporting more than 1,000 new COVID cases for a 5th day in a row. Undeterred and steadfast about traveling to Tokyo in hopes of bringing home gold, more than 600 U.S. Olympians are heading to Japan, and among them, that fella right there, 4-time All-American and 3-time ACC champion, former UNC and now U.S. Olympic 400-meter hurdler, finishing second in the trials with his personal best time to secure his spot. Here he is, Kenny Selmon. Drum roll. Kenny, good to see you. Great to have you here. Congratulations on your first Olympic Games. I know you have to be over the moon excited. When do you leave for Tokyo?
So I leave on the 24th. I get out of here next week, and just super excited to make this thing happen. And thanks for having me on.
Oh, fantastic. We're so glad that you're with us, that you had the time to do this. I know your head must be swirling, all that you have to do to prepare for the games beyond, contain your excitement. But, don't contain it. This is your moment. Tell me what you're going through right now.
There's just so much going on, like just trying to enjoy the moment, but also like make sure I'm preparing for the games, properly. Just excited, nervous, ready to make it happen, anxious, just so much. And also with everything going on with COVID, it's just kind of like, gosh, like how do I manage what I'm doing here?
It is a lot, and now hearing that 3 South African team members arriving in the country tested positive. I mean, what are your concerns about being in the athletes' village?
Yeah, hearing that's not great. There's a lot going on. COVID is still very real, and it's unfortunate that things are still happening in that way. I'm nervous to kind of get out there and see what the village looks like and like what we're able to do. But, I'm vaccinated. I'm excited to get there, and hopefully that I can kind of, make sure that this is not a problem for me.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully not. We're all praying that you keep yourself safe, as well as all of the 600 U.S. Olympians. So no spectators in any of the stands. And instead there will be some crowd noise, pumped in. Tell me, what that's going to be like for you. Does it affect your performance? Or are you kind of like, tunnel vision and you're in your zone and you really don't pay attention to the crowd anyway? Or what do you think it's going to be like?
To say not having fans would not affect us is not true. We want the fans, like that energy. We thrive off of that. And so I'm going to miss that. But trust me when I say all the other guys are not worried about that. They're going to run just as fast as if the fans were there. So I've got to make sure that I'm ready to run that fast as well. So it's unfortunate, but it's the reality right now. And so we just have to go and move forward.
How about your family? Worries? Are they bummed that they can't be there with you? What are they feeling and what are they going through?
No, they're so sad. They've been a part of my life up until this point, obviously, and they've been to every meet my parents have, and they haven't missed much at all. And to now not be able to do the biggest one, it's sad. But, everybody's going through it. We're not isolated. It's just the reality right now. And like I said, either you can soak on that and be sad about it, or move forward and make sure you get this thing done and bring them home, the goal.
Yeah. Oh, these pictures are so fantastic. And I know, I can only imagine, and we'll be highly anticipating what the images are going to be looking like for you coming out of Tokyo. So, Kenny, is there a way to kind of summarize what has this whole experience been like for you? Particularly in the last year, with the games delayed by a year, the restrictions still in place globally, and how you've had to adapt, yet keep your head in the game, keep yourself mentally and physically fit for this moment.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. There's, obviously COVID hits. The games were last year. A lot of us athletes were ready to compete last year and ready to make it happen. And then, COVID hit. And so we had to readjust our schedules, kind of change up our training patterns, and just restart for an entirely new year. And so now, that it's here, you're just relieved. We're glad that we can actually get it done. We're thankful that it's finally here. And we're just, like I said, the trials was an incredible meet. And, USA team is the hardest one to make. And so that we all made it. We're just glad to kind of be able to make it and go to Tokyo and see this thing happen.
Oh, congratulations. So happy for you. I mean, 400-meter hurdles, that's a monster, but you nailed it, and you are going to soar, continue to soar on your way to Tokyo. All the best on your trip. We'll be watching you. Go USA. Kenny Selmon, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being with us. All the best.
Thank you.